If you are tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just looking. We had earnings on SI today. It looks like the market did not like it, so let's see results available for quarter three. Interesting. So quarter three actually wasn't that. Quarter three was actually good. We beat revenue and earnings. We are down quite a bit, but again, this is one of those holds that sometimes they just get beaten down off earnings. Have no idea why, but that is that. If you guys are tuning in, welcome, welcome. Shoot, it's a bit unfortunate that happened, but SI is still holding. Don't really mind. What do you think of BBIG and CLSN? Let me take a look. Let me fix this before. Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna look at SI. Yeah, SI honestly looks fine. Oh, I don't know why it had such a bad times during earnings, but whatever. Okay, BBIG. BBIG definitely. Let's look. I think it's got a last chance at 775. After 775, I probably wouldn't risk anything. You guys are tuning in. Welcome, welcome. And CLSN, not interested at all in this chart, fortunately. Yeah, SI actually beat earnings pretty well. A couple of these. Sometimes earnings just, you have great earnings on a stock and sometimes they just get beaten down. Sometimes that just happens. SI is one of those companies that I already have a good average on, but let's see. Interesting. Had a really, really good beat too. Not the best beat on EPS, but interesting. If you guys are tuning in, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day except SI. But don't really see anything wrong with this quarter. Is that 41 million? I want to see how much. Let's see. 45 million. Yeah, not bad earning calls for SI at all. Sometimes they just get beaten down. Unfortunately, but that's the name of the game. All right, let's see. Yeah, BBIG, I don't know. Probably lean towards no, but that's just personal opinion. Welcome, welcome. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. Geez, Aver might be ready for a bounce play as well. Let's take a look at Aver. Aver had maybe an offering this morning, maybe clinical data. Huge gap to fill though. Interesting. That will be an interesting name to look at for sure. Okay, perfect. If you guys are tuning in, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. Wonder what this 1 minute is. Geez, from 9 to 13. Interesting name. Would be hard to play. These really, really big dips sometimes just do not go the way, but we'll see. Turn that off. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you guys want to see any ticker, any chart, let me know. We will go over that. Was just taking a look at CEI. CEI looks decent today. I know there's a lot of bag holders in there. Good if you when we get like a key level like that, we could see some movement. But other than that, I'm not too interested on the daily. What's up, James? Zim looking good. Good morning. Yeah, everything looks good. Like I said, everything looks decent today. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zim does look good. Yeah, Zim looks very good, and I did add some yesterday. The only chart that is actually killing me today is SI. SI had earnings today, and they were actually not bad. But that is what it is. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Jeez, yeah. SI. I don't think SI even had that bad of earnings, but we just had a, maybe we come back down and I don't know. Interesting though. I think that probably because of we had this big 50% run, but also SI is related to Bitcoin as well. So Bitcoin did take a little bit of a drop, so that could be related to. Not too sure why, but still holding that. That's fine. It's not that much of my portfolio, and I'm up quite a bit. CEI is actually filling in a nice flag. We'll see if we can fill this in for the rest of the day. On that 1 minute, we could get some nice moves. Sell the news, yeah. I mean, jeez. I guess SI would sell the news, but expected revenues 45 million. We reported 51 million, which is actually a lot. And when we go back to Yahoo Finance, financials, quarterly, yeah, that's actually a big 10 million. That's what we have been doing. That's actually a really, really big beat. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate on that, but we'll see. Will OLB go up? I don't know. Will OLB go up? Now OLB was this is a perfect example of a pump and dump this morning. So we have these when we look at this, we have these big spikes. This looks like a very pumpy stock. We have these big spikes and they get sold off pretty quick. Yeah, like I said, we hit 716 off a low volume in pre-market and we're already back down. So I don't think it's gonna pump again, but yeah, definitely that does look like an actual what would I call it? A pump. That is definitely a pump. That's for sure. When we look at that, I mean, we gapped up in the morning, and then we just down. I don't know what is going on, but there's definitely some market. There's definitely some manipulation on that stock. Probably a high institution, low float. Looks like it just gets, like I said, manipulated quite a bit, to be honest. Yeah, not too interested. Bitcoin's still not actually doing bad. Geez, yeah, SI absolutely beat earnings. Still down today, so I am looking to add a little bit more on SI actually today. That'll be interesting as well. I think we might. I might do a day trade today on Aver. This is actually setting up a really, really nice. We got a nice bull flag actually forming right here. A break over this trend line, I'll probably be going long. Yeah, I think this is probably my top watch today's AVRI. CEI over about. CEI can set up as well. So CEI is looking like we might actually see a next leg up as well. So we will definitely take a look at this. Wonder if did FCell have bad earnings? I don't know. Some of these earnings names today, we've had a lot of earnings, and today's earnings, none of them really looked that amazing, to be honest with you. All right. Okay, I actually am going to take some shares of AVIR. Um, put a stop on AVIR. We're going to have our stop at 1363 as our last low. And then my target will be hard, but with AVIR, once we break 1497, we have this amazing gap up. So I'm going to wait for this resistance line to cross. But yeah, there's definitely some huge potential here. Like I said, once we cross this, we have a massive gap to fill back up. So definitely watch. Sending that out. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna start adding some shares into AVIR. I'm gonna put a stop at 1363, but like I said, once we fill this gap, we could get explosive. So definitely, and CEI is actually breaking out too. Not gonna play this quite yet, but definitely could see some big moves from that. So yeah, we're starting to see some volume turn up on AVIR. Definitely one of my top names. Yeah, Zim is on fire. Was looking at that. Okay. Perfect. I have seen the best companies with blowout earnings drop a lot. I had a lot of Amazon, which was a blowout. Yeah, that just happens with some of them. Sometimes it's unfortunate. Like I said, like SI killed earnings, but again, one of my long-term growth stocks, so not too worried about it. But yeah, AVIR is definitely set up for a massive move over 1491. Over 1491 would definitely confirm, but we will see. I do want to take a look at IWM. IWM is definitely not having a good time this morning. Same thing with SPY. SPY actually looks decent, but IWM. Yep, sometimes that just happens with earnings. APPS doing good today. Lots of great names. But yeah, I do think AVIR, I'm going to add some shares here. I think that we could see a huge move coming up. So yeah, I'm excited for that. All right, perfect. I am slowly taking some AVIR shares. Like I said, we have a perfect flag set up. I think that we could definitely see some continuation on this. Again, we have a massive gap to fill on my rules at 14, at 14, at about maybe even 15, 14.8. So once we break over this resistance line right here, we definitely are going to see a massive move. So we're going to take some shares. Yeah. So I got an average at about 14, 15 right now. I am holding quite a bit of shares, looking to add a couple more. I didn't, Kramer. Yo, can you put my YouTube channel, Kramer? Kodak. I don't know what the news is. Let's take a look. Definitely, we are curling up on MACD, which we haven't seen in a while. We have a lot of room up to like 11, but still one of those stocks that I'm not interested in. I actually didn't look at the news on it, so actually not too sure. You'd have to link me an article. We could look at that. Would be a bigger idea is what's the news on this on AVIR? I'm not sure. Yeah, AVIR, we'll see what happens, but I definitely think that we could see If we do end up breaking 15, we could honestly literally go to 15 to 20. So, or sorry, we could go to like 20. Might be looking for 20, not sure. But we will see on that. Let's see. Perfect. Yeah, getting really close to breakout in there. Something about pharmaceuticals. COVID drug needs more data. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But still a huge gap down. So like I said, once we clear 14.6 to 15, we're gonna see a huge move. Like I said, we have this massive gap to fill. So these are one of my favorite plays to take. We are actually breaking out here. So again, I got a lot of shares here at 14.15. Don't want to get too greedy here on this name. Remember, if you're in here, we're already up money. Make sure you scale out. Nice break of that bull flag. But I do recommend. Wow, wow, wow. We're getting a lot of volume coming in. This looks really, really good. Did alert this out in the Discord, so maybe some of you guys took some shares. Again, if you are up money, I'm going to be scaling out accordingly. I do have 400 shares here at 14.15. I'm looking for a big gap to fill at this 15 mark. So once we hit this 15, we're definitely going to have some. But nice bullish engulfing on this breakout. There's our 15 right there. So yeah, it looks really, really good. We got a lot of volume coming through. So yeah, hopefully this play will work. Make up for my SI not performing today. But yeah, definitely this is my top NAM today. I will be scaling out accordingly, but I do think that if we keep our momentum up on here, we keep our volume, AVIR could definitely see some big volume, or some big moves. There we go. We got 15. I'm looking, honestly, I don't really have a target. This gap to fill is going to be really, really hard to get a target on. But, I mean, I'd honestly want to see 20 here, to be honest with you. So, I will scale some out here pretty quickly and raise my stop limit up to get a break even. But, yeah, already up quite a bit of money on this play. Again, perfect bull flag in this gap to fill territory always is going to lead in a nice. Again, if you are up money on this, make sure that you're scaling out. Raise up your stop limit so you're not going to lose any money on this trade. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I have my average is at 14.15. I'm going to raise my average up to 14.15. I'm going to take off about 30 shares here, and that means that I'm automatically going to lock in $30 of profit. You can't go wrong with locking in profit. So again, if you're in this trade, put your stop loss as your average, take off a few shares, and bam, you automatically have a winning trade. But yeah, that looks good. ALPP is about to pump from the short attack. I don't know. We'll take a look. ALPP. ALPP over if we can reach 553, we could see some decent moves, but not until then. Yeah, sweet move from AVIR. I think we're about up 8% if you followed that so far. I am excited to see what this has got. Like I said, I'm up quite a bit of money on this so far. Nice. We love to see this. Again, we're in our gap to fill territory now, so we can get very, very explosive very, very quick, especially with this low float volume. Crossing MACD on the 1 minute. Everything looks very, very set up. So again, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna put this. I gotta put some stuff in the Discord. All right, great. What do you think of DFH for growth? We'll take a look here. DFH. Man, I'm super, super excited about AVIR. Hopefully it makes me some money. Dream Finders, definitely not. it's down at 52-week lows. I really only trade growth that is kind of in its higher 52-week highs for something like this. So yeah, honestly, not too big of a fan. Um, yeah, and today, yeah, I forgot to switch it. It's cool. I'll switch it back on the replay. You guys know that it's today. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I hope maybe. I think I'm gonna definitely be holding AVIR. Like I said, I want to see 20 plus here on this name, but like I said, I raised up my stop limit to my average and I took off about 30 shares. So I'm up about $40 on the trade right now. So I'm going to just, yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep my stop limit in here. I still think it's going to move much higher, so I'm not scaling out too much right now. But yeah, super, super good trade if you guys did take it. Looks really, really good. I want to see 20 plus though. I'd love to see 20 plus on this name. Might be one of those names that we just kind of hold today. Maybe it slowly grinds. Just keep an eye on it. I'll be keeping an eye to see if the chart breaks down. But again, I already won on this trade. I already have my stop limit as my average, and I already took off shares. So yeah, super super good. We're about to see 16 on here as well. Nice. WRTH. Not coming up. I don't know why. Cal X. Ew, yeah, Cal X looks like a really, really good stock. Looks a bit overextended, but I appreciate the heads up on Aver. Only had enough to buy 7 shares, but already up. Sweet, Michael. I'm glad. Like I said, if we're in this play, I really try to treat, more than anything on this channel, I try to teach fundamentals. So, I alerted down here at 14.2. You had plenty of time to buy shares. So, just put your stop limit at 14.2, sell off 2 shares. You're automatically going to win on this trade. I mean, I think we have the possibility of going much higher. But at least, WTRH, we've just been downtrending for so long. Unless we can break like 250. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that, unfortunately. Calx, yeah, let's look at Calx. Yeah, hopefully some people are let's look. Yeah, hopefully some people are banking off that. Like I said, I didn't really take too many shares. It's a very risky play that I engaged, but that's we're already up a little bit of money. Honestly, so yeah, I could see that you made a lot of money on CalX. Just the earnings are not there. They keep decreasing every year. So, wow. We got some big moves on AVIR. Wow. I'm going to be scaling out a couple shares here. Wow. Talk about a big move. Yeah, we're up about $2 up over $2 a share right now. Yeah, great time to take off some shares right here. Yeah, we're about, I don't know how much we're about 15-20% here. So, nice candle right there. I'm going to take off about a third of my position right here on AVIR. I'm going to lock in some profits for about $100 and $150 worth of gains. Going to lock that in. I'm going to do a market order. I'm going to sell 200 right here. Okay, sold those out. So yeah, booked in quite a bit of profit right there on AVIR. Like I said, I still think we got some big moves, but I'm gonna raise my stop. I don't really have a good place for a stop limit right now. I'm gonna keep it at my average, but I'm just gonna make sure to scale out some shares. Why is SI down? Yeah, good question, huh? SI had some really, really good earnings, but I've seen some of the best stocks. I've seen Amazon beat earnings, and sometimes it just does that. It's stupid. Bitcoin play. I'm still long. I still have an average at about 65 on this stock, so I'm not too worried. And if you're in here, I wouldn't be too worried. Growth numbers are great; those will catch back up. We did so. It is unfortunate. SI had a great beat, but sometimes when beats happen, we still go down. Unfortunately, looks like we're flagging on the 1 minute on AVIR. Perfect. Did anyone take AVIR with me? I know it looks like Michael did. I think a couple people might have. Hopefully. Again, just make sure you're scaling out. I already locked in my profits, so I mean, if you're up money, just lock in your profit. I'm not gonna feel bad if you guys get bag holding on AVIR. If you guys trying to say enough, always lock in profit, raise your stop limit up. Let's get a winning trade on the day. Looks like we're going to be breaking out. Wow, nice breakout off that bull flag. Seeing 1650 here. I was in at 1196 bout cap play today. GTRX also nice. You guys are playing AVIR? Oh, sweet. Again, if you guys are in AVIR, raise your stop limit up and scale out shares. We could see, definitely we could come back. We could honestly come back down to 930 pretty easy. So, like I said, just take off some shares. Like you were saying, James, yeah. It's really unfortunate when your stocks, have a really, really good beat and then they fall. But that's just the stock market for you. I did look at the earnings for SI. It will remain in my hyper growth portfolio for the rest of the year. A lot we'll revisit at next quarter, but cool. Damn, if you are gap down, wiping some people out. This really isn't a gap down. Yeah. Right now we're still looking fine. Honestly, we do have a falling wedge kind of setting up. Again, we are very overextended. If you even just think about, we're just starting up a falling wedge. I still think this play is intact. Again, we went 9 to 15, so we almost went up 60% off this drop. So we're going to see some pretty violent moves in here. I'm hoping it just doesn't trigger out our stop losses at around, this 14.15 level. I still think we could, again, some pullbacks are going to be good on this name, but we'll see. Nice. And my growth portfolio would be up, but SI, like I said, SI only makes up about 5 to 6% of my growth portfolio. It's definitely not one of my big names, but seeing a 10% drop definitely does hurt it. Oh, nice. We are starting to see SI kind of rebound a little bit too. Nice. We have an inverse head and shoulders actually forming on the daily. If you are actually a great time to buy some more SI, if you are watching this, great name beaten down on earnings. You got a nice reverse head and shoulders pattern coming down here. Great time to add some more. I love adding on names that are beaten down. Wait for again. So great time to buy SI down. We have a 10% discount on great earnings. I added some more this morning on that. So, yeah, interesting on that. Looking for our next leg up on AVIR here. We'll see. Looks okay. But yeah, nice move on SI from these bottom from 133. I said that I bought it about 100 and I got some at 136 today and 140 and 143. So again, I did actually bump up SI a little bit in my portfolio today. Great numbers on this beat. We're just, sometimes the market just doesn't want to cooperate with us. So that's unfortunate. Oh, some notable names today. CI is doing good. Cell H is doing good. Some really, really good growth names. Growth has really been doing strong besides SI. But that's okay. SI, great beat. We'll be back to 150. You don't even have to worry about that. How does QFin compare to Tiger? Look at the graph. I mean, if QFin's not a POS, it's probably better than Tiger. Don't know. I don't really like this chart, but if it's a China name, it's got a lot of relative strength. Tiger just keeps falling. I'll have to take a look at that. I could compare those if you join the. Also, if you guys do like the content, Discord is below, all that stuff. Maybe we have a double top set up here. Oh, it's not really a double top. I don't know. I just wanted to show us the money. So yeah, Hopefully we'll see some upwards. I don't see any. It's really really hard with something like this. We definitely are in this gap to fill right now. But these little pullbacks are fine. This is why you might wouldn't even be a bad idea if you took some off. Maybe wait for a little bit lower, but this is our. Looks like we're gonna probably start our next leg up here right now. Great spot. As long as we can keep this bullish engulfing candle, we'll have our next leg up here. Sweet. I'd like to see 20, but we'll see. 20 is a little unrealistic, but if I could make $5 a share, man, that would be sweet today. So, nice. Growth portfolios actually just break even right now. We're up about $1, even with SI pulling a piece of crap. But again, SI, great spot to add. Hyper growth stock, great earnings, beat down because the market sucks. Inverse head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Would love, imagine we see a green day today. Oh, that would be amazing. But yeah, we're going to actually pull up our time and sales here and our level 2. So when I'm day trading stocks, sometimes reading these scripts are big. Usually when I day trade a stock, I usually try to buy behind a big bid. So if I see $1 million bid pop up on here, that's kind of going to be where I'm buying into. And then also same with the sells. Level 2 you can read as well. But yeah, AVIR, hopefully we're setting up our next leg right here. We consolidated a bit. Could pull up RSI. That'd probably be a good indicator for us. But I didn't even pull up RSI in my entry. That was kind of a rookie mistake. Should have had RSI pulled up. But regardless of that, looks like we're going for a higher high right here. Would love to see a break of 16.5 on this next kind of leg up. If we go for another lower low, I probably will exit. So if we, if we go, up here like this, and then we make a lower low, if we break down probably from like 1532, it'd probably be a decent spot to exit, but we'll see. Looks like we're heading there as well. Okay. I am going to, let's see. I'm going to take off a few more shares on AVIR. I don't like this lower low pattern that just set up right here. I still think that we have some room, but I am going to take off another 100 shares. I'm going to keep just in 100 shares right now. As long as you have a stop loss, it's decent. Let's see. I'm waiting to see if we can't see any big orders come in, push up from this. Yeah. All right. I am going to sell 100 shares right here. So I'm going to hold about a third of my position. Don't really like that lower low, but I still think we have potential. Thoughts on Prague? Lots of volume. Sure, we'll take a look. So I did end up locking in another $100 a share, or another dollar a share. Sold 100, so I did lock in $100 here. Pretty much what I don't like to see on this 1 minute. I really don't like to see these lower lows form. We did see these lower lows form, but we still have a chance of a bounce. I still think that we're still in this gap territory, so there's no problem with that. But don't really like that lower low on the 1 minute, so I did scale some out. This 5 minute, or this, let's look. Yeah, Prague looks okay. We looked like we were trying to break out today. We had a nice bull flag. We tried to break out. We didn't. There's too much. Let's look. Yeah, I mean, honestly, on this 3 week, we kind of have these big jumps and we sell off. I know this is an IPO, but unless we can break like $4, looks like we're getting pretty close on RSI to almost the top right here. So not too interested right here. Thoughts on any? Yeah, we'll look at Lenny. Any looks really, really good on the 1 year, 1 day. I kind of like this right here. So we had this channel right here. and we broke out of here. And a lot of times stocks will retest this channel. So we did retest this channel today, and we kind of we pushed out above it. So it does look bullish. I think that we're pretty much done with consolidation right here. I would like to see the next move up on any. Yeah, definitely looks like we got a nice bull flag forming on the daily. Over on any over, I would say about $8. We'll probably have our next leg up. Yeah, the Bitcoin. They are going to. We can take a look. ALPP. Nasdaq News usually does send stocks. ALPP. Looks okay. Again, with this, if we can break over like $5.05, I'd be interested. But pretty gappy on here. Probably say no. Yeah, I heard the Bitcoin ETF. Is it the Bitcoin ETF? Okay, nice. We're getting at least some volume back on AVIR. Might add a couple shares if we honestly can break like, I don't know, if we can break like 15.9, I'll probably add a couple more shares. I just didn't want another. All right, cool. Hopefully we'll see something from here. Oh, I got banned on StockTwits again. I have to make another account. Gosh darn it. Cool. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, hopefully we can hold this 15 level. Does look like okay though. We'll see. Again, I already made quite a bit of money on. Oh, not quite a bit of money. I did make some money on this play, but more interested to see. Like I said, I was hoping we could see this. I mean, honestly, this gap to fill, we could see all the way from 40. I mean, we could see some explosive moves. So I'm gonna hold these last 100 shares. Still looks fine on the daily or on the 1 minute. If you zoom out, nothing too bad going on. Definitely think we could definitely see some stuff move. Nice. Yeah, I know. You said Bitto. I don't know what Bitto is. Is it Bitcoin? I assume so. Cool. All right. Hopefully YouTube's working. Don't know. It's kind of silent, but that's all right. Let's see. Man, 21K. F-Tech moving today. I remember the whole F-Tech movement. Oh my gosh. I remember when these stocks were absolutely popping. Back here when we went like 69 cents. Yeah, super nice bullish engulfing. This would be another one to look for a possible day trade. Are writing this channel support up pretty well. Yeah, we do look like we finally starting to see some volume. And it looks like we could have room up to about 323. Does look decent. I'll definitely will keep a watch on this. Could see some moves for sure. And then yeah, hopefully AVIR does something. I already made some money, but I was really hoping for a bigger move, but I can't complain with a winning trade. I still think we could rip, definitely rip right here, so we'll see. Yeah, F-Tech does look decent. I remember when F-Tech was super, super crazy. I remember there was like a couple weeks straight that this thing would just absolutely rip. All right, there we go. Starting to see a little bit more action on here. I said over 15.9, I'll add some more shares. Um, Man, I really want to see 20 plus, but we'll see. Nice move. Starting to hopefully a higher high. I'd really like to see us break about 1664 right here, make a new high. There we go. Nice move out of AVIR. Again, I want to see a new high, but hopefully we can see something. We'll take a look at OLB. You said a volume pop. We'll take a look. OLB. Yeah, still not interested. Just looks like it honestly. It just kind of looks like a pump and dump, to be honest with me. Unfortunately. When we see these spike in after hours, sometimes we just get these really, really terrible, almost kind of just it's pretty much just a pump and dump. So, yeah, not interested in that at all, to be honest. Perfect. Omer, nice move today. Do you think it will fill the gap today? Sure. I love gap fills. This was pretty much a whole gap fill play right here. Omer looks pretty weak now. We have to on Omer, we have to break 972. So if you look at my old videos, this red candle right here is where the gap starts. So if we can break over 972. So for example, our gap started right here at $15. So after $15, we have a huge gap to fill up. So unless we can break 9, not interested at all. Nice, setting up a nice bull flag. I still got a little bit of AVIR shares, a decent position, but the question is, do I add more? I guess that's always the question, but I would like to see it like another all-time high of the day. Well, since the gap, I guess would be the main thing. We'll see. All mail. Stockman 20. Shoot. There we go. Nice. Yeah, AVIR. There we go. That's a nice break on AVIR. Do we see 20 today? We'll see. Does look decent, though. Like I said, that's the one that I am holding today. Over 16.61, I will add some more shares once we have this new higher set in. But yeah, nice. If you guys are tuning in, if you guys do like the content, there is a Discord. There's also some other various social media options if you do want to follow that. Nice. Trying to look for some big orders coming up to fill my order behind. Not really seeing too many. We will probably start to see some here. So we're starting to see some thousands come in. There's a big order right there. Yeah, some pretty big orders are coming in. Is anyone still in AVIR? I know a lot of my followers took AVIR, so 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah. AVIR looks super, super bullish. Like I said, I'm looking for 20. That's what my alert was. I said that I'm looking for 20, but everyone should be in profit and move their stop losses up. So I mean, I called this down at 14.10. So there should definitely people should always be up to the money right now. But what are those plays that you could see go much higher? PaySafe is moving today as well. Interesting. Haven't even really looked at IWM and SPY. I know we were kind of trending down on IWM. IWM had a nice little rebound today. Kind of a that's kind of bearish right there. It's what we call a rising wedge in technicals. Hopefully that doesn't break down. Definitely has a chance though, that's for sure. Yeah, 5 minute AVIR looks really, really good. Again, I'm not really too worried about it. I already have my average as my stop loss, and I've already taken off some shares in profit. So, shoot, maybe we'll see. Could we see a 30? I remember last time on this channel we did one of these exact same plays. We like doubled the money, but that was very, very lucky. I think like the news ended up being like a reversal or something stupid. Yeah, I see ProShares Bitcoin strategy ETF. Interesting. I'd rather just buy physical Bitcoin. I don't know why you need an ETF for it, but sweet. That makes sense. That still does not look bad. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you got any questions, let me know. Yeah, you can look at RSI on AVIR. You could probably pull that up. I haven't even used RSI today. It's definitely a great idea to use RSI. It's one of those indicators that I really do like. But if we do we can slap an RSI on here. Let's slap an RSI. Okay, here's an RSI. If you guys aren't sure, it's relative strength index. So we really what I really like to see is that we have these big spikes and we consult. Oh, actually, RSI looks really nice. We always kind of want to stay above this 50 range for it to have a lot of relative strength, but on these big spikes that we get, go all the way up to 88, we really kind of are the way back down. So we have some more room to run. So yeah, we definitely are primed for our next leg up here. What's your crystal ball say about Dad's coming back? Oh boy. What is Dad's even doing today? That's rough. I still think it's okay. I still like I said, I have DATS at 750. I still think there's a lot of catalysts coming up. I mean, a clear risk off is like $7. That is a big stop, but still think it's okay. It'll have its day, no worries. It'll have its day. I'm not too worried. If it does like go below my average, maybe I'll sell out, but for the most part, I think it's okay. Wonder what I know CEI was trending today. Let's see, CEI, yep, just fade. This thing is just pops and fades, unfortunately. Jeez, yeah, that sucks. SHIB, SPY. I do want to see if SI is going to make maybe a red to green day. If SI made a red to green day, it would be hilarious. Doesn't look terrible. We got a triple bottom, and we're actually have a nice flag setting up. So on the 5 minute SI, looks like we're probably going to extend higher. I hope. Let's go AVIR. I don't really like AVIR just kind of sitting here. It's kind of boring. I want it to either drop or pop at this point. I already have my stop loss in, so show me 20 or show me 8. That's where I'm at right now with AVIR. Show me 20 or show me 8. Hopefully it shows me 20. Have some big sells on there in the order. That's a big sell at 16 at 20K. Looks like it was bought into. There we go. Some of those liquidity pools getting bought up. I want to know the guy that just hasn't, can just throw 10,000 shares, $160,000 into AVIR. do feel bad for some of, you think of people that were long in this company before it dropped. There was obviously probably some people. Imagine bag holding. You wake up to your stock being down, 60%. That would be very unfortunate. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you have any questions, any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. We're playing AVRI right now, so we're just kind of watching it closely. And then SI is one of my favorite growth names. Had a great earnings today, got beaten down. So SI is definitely another great buy today. There we go. We're starting to see a little bit of movement on AVIR. Definitely on this next run, we could get explosive. RSI has cooled off. You definitely see some big moves coming up. So let's take a look. And honestly, if I do clear out all these drawings, potentially do we have a massive bull flag setting up? Yeah. So we'll see. Thoughts on real for retail play in Q4? I don't know what real is, but we'll see. Let's take a look. The real ink, super. Honestly, these lower lows, not interested at all. When I look at charts that have lower lows like this, I'm not even interested in playing them. I could take a look, but not too interested. Nice. Trying to break out. We're so close on AVIR. I think a breakout will probably see 17 pretty quick. We're getting really close there. Nice. Looking to add a few shares over maybe 1662. We'll see. I still am holding a decent amount of shares. I did scale out quite a few, but let's see 20 already. I've been holding too long. I want to see 20. Yeah, having a problem breaking this resistance line right there. Hopefully it'll show us something. If we do break down from this trend line too right here, it could get bad as well. When I talk about this trend line, we'll see though. It really looks like we're getting really close to breakout. We're starting to coil up tightly. RSI is cooled off. Should have our next leg up here if we just get the volume that we need. In green volume. Don't want a big old red candle. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you do have any questions, any tickers, anything, let me know. We will go over that. Appreciate all the subs coming in too. Got so many people watching. Appreciate it. If you guys got any questions at all, let me know. Right now, we do have a nice trade on AVIR. We're day trading right now. And then currently, just if you guys got any other tickers, we will look at those as well. But yeah, hopefully we're getting really close to breakout right here. Not, like I said, I'm looking for 20, but we'll see. 20 would be nice. If you do have BBIG, LOL, yeah, we'll take a look at BBIG. In my opinion, looks like it's over. We were, or actually, hold up. Doesn't look like it's quite over yet. When I look at this chart, I have a couple bullish signals right here. Pretty much, last time MACD crossed positive, we went $3 to $12. MACD just crossed over. We're starting to see a lot of volume right here. So we do have a lot of momentum. I think that we do have a lot of room to the upside. It's just a little bit of a pullback today. I think we're honestly working on another flag. So BBIG still looks like it's in play. We have a lot of momentum. MACD curled up, so not too worried about that. That does look decent. What do you think about GRTX? We'll take a look at the graph. I don't know if we have enough time to look over finances. Discord is linked by if you guys do appreciate it. Oh, wow. This is another gap to fill play. So when we talk about our gap to fill plays, for example, the reason I went long on here, our gap to fill right here, we can see on the 1 minute at over $14.78, we have a huge gap to fill. On this stock, we have a gap to fill at 382. So unless this gets to about 382, I'm not interested in the position at all. What's going on with crypto? Shorts hitting miners this morning. Seems like big sell blocks. I have no idea. I didn't look at the sell blocks. Crypto still looks fine. Bitcoin's had a super good run. Consolidation wouldn't be bad. Appreciate the analysis on BBIG. Yeah, no worries. Looks like we could definitely extend further. Does look okay. DraftKings has been coiling for a few weeks now. Could be bottom here. What's your indicators say? I was looking at DraftKings. So when I look at DraftKings, interesting. Usually when RSI, this is what bothers me a little bit. I was actually looking at buying some calls. We can see when RSI gets oversold as soon as it touches this blue, it gets bought back really, really quick. Really quick here. Really quick here. And then right here, here's what I'd honestly think about. This is what it's going to come down to on DraftKings. Over $51, it's going to be bullish. And if we do drop below below 47.50, then it's bearish. With these breakout channels, that's how you have to look at them. So over this is going to be bullish, under is bearish. It's not a bad idea to buy at the bottom of this for a bounce to the top. So I can't really tell if it's bullish or bearish. This is going to be the big indicator. Over 51 bullish, under 47 bearish. Yeah, you're welcome, Hyper. Yeah, DraftKings, with sports betting coming up, and I think, wow, we're getting super, super coiled tightly into AVIR. Man, I'd love to see a nice little breakout. We'll see. Hopefully we get that. Mine APPS is up 1.5% today. Geez, that stock doesn't stop. Again, if you guys are interested, Discord is in the comment section, or not comments, but if you guys are interested, lots of socials there to look at. Man, we're getting so close. We've been holding on for this a while. We still have a really good average in our AVIR, but like I said, I really want to see 20 plus. So if we can break this, there we go. That's a nice. If we can hold this candle, nice bullish engulfing, you can see some moves. Just like that. Yeah, we're just selling off. We're not ready to break that resistance yet. Everything gets sold off, these little pops. But again, we are coiling pretty tight. As soon as we see a big block pass through here, we could definitely see things, start to heat up very quick. And I would like for things to start heating up here. Getting a little bored watching AVIR ticker tape. I'm just staring here looking for a big order to possibly buy behind. Yeah, we just need a good close on one of these candles. There we go. I guess looking decent. Up about $2 per share now, so love to see that. Ideally, we want to break our all-time highs here of the day. Well, not of the day, but after our gap down at 1663. Over 1663, we could see a big move. Yeah, there we go. Hoping it didn't do something like that, but again, I'll be patient. I already have my stop loss sold out. Plenty of shares to cover. I'm already going to win money on this trade regardless. We were looking really nice. I got an AV. Yeah, we have AVIR just broke down, unfortunately. We have AVIR down at about 14.10. We all took off some shares and we raised our stop price up. So I already have a winning trade on that. Because, I raised off my stop, scaled some out. Still doesn't look terrible. Maybe this is the flush before the rip. I don't know. We were having trouble breaking that resistance line. Big block, but I think that I still think it's okay. I'm still holding my last shares. Doesn't look terrible. Nasty candle, though. We call an old dagger. Successfully resistant temptation to throw the entire account. Yeah, don't do that. We look like we're kind of breaking down here. Low volume on clear right now, but the stock board on times are tight with photos are great. We're kind of squeeze. Please take a look. Also waiting on several catalysts. Okay, Jennifer, we'll take a look. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna raise my stop limit up to 15.8. If we hit 15.8, I'm gonna raise my stop on my last 100 shares. Probably gonna sell out there. I don't want to lower low. Looks like we kind of have a double top set up on this. We'll see. China Liberal Education Holdings. Let's see. Or is this another China name? I know sometimes it's hard not to follow the hype, but on this chart looks super, super bearish. No volume at all. We had a little bit of a spike, $1.80 to 4.9, but overall this chart looks pretty bearish. Not too interested. If there is some catalyst coming up, that's great. You'd have to send me them, but overall the chart looks pretty bearish. But again, I don't know what the company does and stuff like that. I'd have to take a look. And we do look like we're setting up a rising wedge on the daily. So it does not look like my favorite thing at all. And then let's just look at institutional ownership. I can't spell today. All right. Okay. Profile. It's also in Beijing. Okay. But the China market too makes me just a little bit worried. So yeah, there's not a lot of institutional ownership, only about 30% of the float. What you do have to realize is, you don't really want retail to own the whole float. Actually, it looks like AVR is coming back right here. It looks decent. I'm still holding my shares. When you see stocks make really, really rapid moves, most of the time it's because institutional ownership is very high. When you think about it, those shares are locked in. So let's say the float is owned 90% by institutional ownership. Well, then at that point, only 10% can actually be traded on the market. So that 10% can really, really, cause short squeezes. If you want to say, it can also really, really cause very, very violent moves. So just because the whole retail owns the float, it's going to be really, really hard to move that up. It's going to take a lot of shares. It's a pretty big float to work with. More institutional ownership I do like, but that's a whole other dilemma. You can look at it both ways. If institutional ownership is 100%, then it won't move at all. I don't know. Do have a stop at $15.8 on AVIR. Hopefully something will come of it. If you guys are new, you got any charts you want to look at, let me know. Any questions, we will do that. All right. AVIRs, I just wanted to drop or rip, do something. It's being quite stagnant. Very, very stagnant. Do appreciate all the subs coming through if you guys do enjoy the content. Yeah, it looks like we might get stopped out on AVIR. Like I said, I already booked a few $100s in profit. Everyone else did. We'll see. Let's see, new stop at 15.8. Oh. Cool. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. Hopefully, feels like YouTube might be broke. Get a look. Not a lot of comments coming through. Very unusual. Okay. If you guys are just joining in, you got any questions at all, let me know. I did want to take a look at SI. SI's one of my stocks that I hold. Crushed earnings and we're still down. But yeah, nice movement from SI from the lows. If you did end up buying some shares today, you should be up. Like I said, I did add quite a bit of SI today off of this really, really good earnings. And we actually dropped 10%, unfortunately. So really, really like the look from SI. Unfortunate that we kind of broke down. But again, we had a 50% run the last week, the last few weeks. And we did capture that here. So, not the end of the world for sure. You talked about this already, but looking to take a position in, yeah. That's one of my hyper growth stocks that I really, really like. POW, man, we had a really, really strong day yesterday. We don't really have a strong or bullish day today. We're just sitting here consolidating right at the 200-day moving average. Yeah, I think earnings is going to kill this stock. Like, not kill it, but like I think they're going to kill earnings. So I love POW down here. Super, super strong growth stock. Just not getting a lot of attention right now, but we still, I mean, we went $2 to $10, so that is a pretty big move. FLGT is looking really, really good too. One of my growth stocks that I really like as well. Yeah, I think POW is definitely POW's a good buy. I do like POW. Appreciate all the subs coming through. If you guys do like the content, Discord's below, a whole bunch of other stuff if you do want to take a look. POW has some of the best earnings year over year that I've ever seen. Kind of up there with APPS. Lots of great earnings, which I like to see. Again, there's a lot of growth stocks, and I hope that's not the scenario for growth stocks that happened to SI today. Sometimes with growth stocks, no, I did not take any on Zim, Kelly. I did take shares, yes, last night though, and I am up, about 5% on these shares, so that was good to see. On the daily, we look really, really good. We're ready for our next leg up. Zim definitely looks good. Anywhere in here, we actually are working on a nice flag. Potential too. Could see a higher move today. That's for sure. AVIR. Make up your mind. Yeah, again, yeah, for the growth stocks, ideally you want to add on dips, but sometimes on these growth stocks, and when the growth stocks decide to go, they really, really go. For APPS, there's not even been a dip opportunity on this, but man, love APPS. XP actually starting to look good today. XP had a rough yesterday, not like extremely rough, but XP's almost back to $50. So, I'm super, super excited for XP. Actually, nice bull flag right there. XP looks really, really nice. Again, all these growth stocks, a lot of them, I would recommend. Or I'm not a financial advisor, but I could suggest SI down here is a good spot to add. SI is just super, super strong growth. I think that people were hoping for a little bit better of a beat. Obviously, we still did beat earnings, and they made them really, really high. They had really high expectations. We still beat earnings, but it looks like earnings before we were beaten, by 30-40%. We only beat by about 20. But especially if stocks have good earnings and they drop, it's a good time to buy. Sometimes the market for some reason doesn't like the earnings. I personally like the earnings. They look good. I didn't even know earnings was on SI today. But yeah, very interesting for sure. Can you look at FLGC? Just started speculators just to keep an eye on. I've been watching it from 15. Sure. FLGC, we'll take a look. FLGC, Flora Growth. I've heard of it. FLGC. Yeah, not interested. Actually, today looks really, really bad for it. We had a chance of bouncing right here, but because we broke down right here today, we have a lot more downside to go, all the way back down to $3. So actually, this chart looks really bearish starting today. So definitely not on that. Again, QQQ looks super, super good. QQQ, we broke over this resistance line right here. We're back in territory. The next big pivot's about 379, but QQQ is out of the blues. I do want to see a little bit of a pullback potentially this week, but yeah, QQQ looks just fine. If we're looking for an option standpoint, Gamma's probably going to kill you at these levels, but I think from an option standpoint, I think usually October, November are great months for the stock market, even December. So 382 calls at the end of November might be okay. I don't really play options, but QQQ looks fine if you're just looking at it, if it's just fine. QQQ looks fine. That's what I would say about that. Man, I'm hoping that AVIR does something. Again, maybe we're just setting up a huge bull flag. I don't know. Potentially we're just setting up a massive bull flag. Maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Nice. Thanks. Do you do live trading every day? Yeah. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays I have school, so I don't end up doing that. But I'm off Wednesday. So yep, we'll be live mostly every day. It kind of depends how long we stream for. That's kind of up in the air. Sometimes we stream all market. Market's pretty good today. Maybe we'll stream all day. We'll see. Usually we focus on hypergrowth here. We do some day trades. Our one-on-one on the day trade today. We're in an AVIR at 14.2. We did scale some out at 16.2. So still has a chance to set up, but we do a lot of hypergrowth here. We talk about a lot of hypergrowth stocks for lots of reasons. But yeah, hypergrowth. And then we do swing trades. I think last month we had 200% swing trades, I believe. It might have been 3. I think it was just 2. No, we had a day trade that won like 100% last month. But anyways, yeah, we always try to look for some good stuff for you guys. Because like I said, I'm on the markets all the time, so I kind of keep in touch with it. So I kind of see a lot of the moves. For example, like AVIR. If you guys are tuning in, you got any questions, let me know. Appreciate all the subs coming through as well. So close to getting monetized. Would really appreciate that. Do you write any covered calls? Now, I don't do covered calls. Covered calls are hard. I really don't do much options. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that, collect premium off of covered calls, but for covered calls, I don't know. I just don't do covered calls. I don't really stick with options. I'd rather just do equities. The only time I consider doing options is doing leaps on growth stocks. Other than that, pay safe to the moon. What's the moon? Like 1,000? Pay safe. Don't really like this chart, honestly. The only time I think that we're out of the blues is if we can break 9.9. What we want to see on the daily is we want to see higher highs. So we see, a higher low. So here's our low. Our next low is higher than the last low. Right now we're having lower lows. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So unless we break over, seriously, 945, this is going to remain bearish. So I think more down to China, to be honest. I haven't even looked at the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart might look... The 5-minute chart looks... The 15-minute chart on AVIR looks really, really good. Sometimes if you just sit here and zoom out, oh, yeah, that looks like a really, really nice bull flag. 5-minute chart looks really, really good, too. If you just look at the 5-minute chart, yeah, doesn't look bad. Sometimes you got to zoom out to look, but yeah. And you got to also think that, I know it's crazy, but we did go $9 up to 15. So even though we dropped this much, this consolidation is much needed. We definitely could see some big rips. Maybe we'll see. I would love SI just to burn these stupid shorts. If SI could close above 145, I'd be pretty happy. No reason the stock should be down on earnings like that, but that's okay. I haven't even really looked at my portfolio today. I don't even know if I'm down or... SI definitely took a little bit of change away today, unfortunately. Take a look. All right, I'm down $8 in my portfolio. Some good names for sure. ZI. What is that? I don't even know what I entered. ZI. Zim looks decent today. FLGT's decent. All the growth stocks doing pretty good today. One that I did enter position. ZI has been doing really, really good. Zoom. This one had a really, really nice breakout yesterday as well. Or actually today. Have a daily breakout. If we can hold that 70 mark, doesn't look terrible. If you guys are tuning in, you got any questions, let me know. Appreciate all the subs coming through as always. Thoughts on MQ? What is MQ? Marquetta. Yeah, same scenario here. Unless, so I do have a long-term resistance line set up right here. The only time I'd be looking to go long on this is probably over like, I think over 26 would be a good spot to go long. Still, we just have lower lows on the daily. Earnings coming up. Not too interested on that. Yeah, lower lows. I mean, we looks like these highs are getting sold off, so it looks like we're kind of reaching a top right here. So not interested. If we can't break, like 26, 27, maybe a little bit of potential. Wow, 5-minute chart's really starting to shape up on AVIR. We just need some more volume. We see that we have low volume. Usually consolidations end up in low volume, which is good. So we have this volume shelf right here. So we're getting pretty close, possibly to maybe breaking out here. We'll have to see. I would like a breakout. I've been patient. Afrim is doing okay as well. I've been patient. Show me the money. Still looks just fine. One of these names like AVR with this gap to fill, I mean, you can see some very explosive moves. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing, goes 15 to 17 pretty quick or whatever. Again, just need some more volume. We are set up pretty well. Again, I think definitely I have a stop at 15. 15 will invalidate this play for sure. 15 will definitely be the kind of invalidation line that I have my stop at. We'll take a look at Prague. Gonna finish tweeting out. Man, maybe AVIR will make some moves. Like I said, it's coiling really, really tight if we talk about just actual coiling. I mean, it's sitting there, consolidating. So, hoping we're getting our next move. Yeah, I'll look at Prague. Give me one sec. ALPP, things getting beaten down. Trying to look for big orders on AVIR. Trying to read the ticker. I haven't actually seen any like massive orders. I'd love to see like a $1 million order pass through. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at Prague. My foot is falling asleep, so I'm gonna have to stand up here. Prague looks okay. We are pretty overextended, but we do have a lot of momentum, and we did make a nice. We actually made a higher low and a higher low right here. So yeah, it does look decent. Actually looks like decent for a swing. Wish I would have saw this bull flag. Really right here, a good buy zone is anywhere at 268 to about 313. But yeah, this is one of the charts that's really starting to make some moves. We could see some higher highs. Definitely you want to stop loss at about. We are pretty overextended, but you probably want to stop loss, in my opinion, at about 291. Stop loss it's hard for a stop loss. It's just moved up so quick. Maybe stop at like 256, 250, but that's still pretty wide. Looks a little overextended, so not, a massive fan about it. Yeah. People have asked me, it's just, we think back to CEI, right? We go 86 cents up the way to $3. We're just getting really, really close to just a zone that I'm not really interested in being a buyer at. We could fall anytime now. Gosh, we're coiling so tightly into AVIR. Maybe we'll see a breakout here soon. What's up, Sammy? Games development. I feel like I've seen you before. Hitty, sure, we'll take a look. Man, we're so close to this breakout. I want to see it. I just want to see it. For self reinsurance. High tide. So we have this huge move up to 65 cents, and we are just sitting here consolidating. We have this falling wedge. So with falling wedge plays, it looks like with falling wedges, we don't want to buy unless it breaks out. So if we look just here, we have with this falling wedge, we'll have a huge reversal. Huge run up into a massive falling wedge. Over I would say over about 665, there could be a massive break, but we don't want to buy until we break this top resistance line over on this falling wedge. But yeah, definitely could be setting up. Looks like we had a really, really big move followed by a nice falling wedge. So definitely would want to make sure that we see a 665 break. AVIR, we're starting to make some moves. We're starting to get some volume. Show me 16. Nice move. Like I said, this thing, I still think we're maybe working on a bull flag. But finally saw RSI shoot up right there. Dude, I'm dead. Yeah, dude, I could start getting ripped. Yo, I was actually thinking for every sub, I could just start doing like 5 curls. I'll put on the camera and we'll do 10 curls. Would not be opposed. Maybe I'd actually get followers then. But appreciate everyone being here. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Discord is below. If you do enjoy this content, Discord is below. I'm live every day. So hit that sub button if you don't mind. We're almost monetized. So we're getting close. All right, AVIR, let's make up your mind. Let's break 16. I've been patient. I've been a patient boy. Give me my money. I've been patient. Starting to see a lot of green. Thoughts on USAC? Sure, we'll take a look at USAC. And then Sam, is it a growth name? It's hard for me to look at growth right now, but I will. If it does look like a good chart, I will look. Can I ask what program you're using? Also, I'm in stock Twitter loads. Maybe why you see me, haha. Yeah, maybe. I use Thinkorswim, so it's through TD Ameritrade. Makes it easy to chart. You can trade on here. I don't like people to know my account balances, so I trade on E-Trade. Okay, all right, we'll take a look at USAC and then KPLT. Okay, USAC, kind of funny ticker. Yeah, USAC. Again, the problem with this, actually, there's no problem. We are setting up for possibly a cup and handle. We do look pretty overextended, though. I want to go back to the weekly. Yeah, I really don't like this play too much. Looks like we're almost kind of back to COVID highs before COVID. We had some really, really strong weeks. We're just getting really overextended. If we look at here, if we look on RSI, we're going to need a pullback here. I think a pullback into like the 17s we're probably going to get. So not looking too good on here. It does look good, but we're just super overextended. So probably wouldn't take a position right now. If you do like the company, wait for a pullback. We will get one. That's 100% likely. KPLT. Problem here is we don't have a gap to fill. We have a gap to fill over $7 to $9.03. But for me, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like we might be bouncing right here, but the gap won't start until $7.73. But again, if we really zoom out to the weekly, just lower lows, lower lows. We did kind of break out of this long term. Hold up. We did kind of break out. No, we really didn't even break out. If we look at this long-term resistance line, though, we are getting pretty close to breaking out of it. So, not a bad spot to add right here. Looks like we could see a possible bounce over like $5. But, yeah, it doesn't look too great. Cat Mars V3 with Vampire says hi. Wow. Just take a position. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Ooh, I didn't even see this. Nice bull flag setup. Should see some continuation right there. Nice. 16. There we go. Oh, there's a gap to the downside too. Yeah, there is. Nice video. Oh, thank you, MD. Okay. Geez, it's so frustrating. Like we get so close to just breaking out, and this thing just whatever. I'll be patient. I'll still be patient, but I expect some money from waiting so long. I mean, I've already made some good money on AVR. I got a good stop loss, but geez, it just does not want to cooperate. Unfortunately. Okay, there's people joining the Discord. Cool. Yeah, if you guys do like the content, there's Discord. I was gonna ask if it even worked. I didn't even hear it go off this morning, but I do see people, so I appreciate everyone being here. AVIR, what a piece of trash. Seriously, I got all excited that it was about to break out, and now we're back to the bottom support line that we have to hold. I'm not a happy camper. If SI went up a little bit, I'll be a happy camper. Not bad. If you guys are tuning in, if you guys want, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys do like the content, I am live every day, so no need to fear. Yeah, I do have a 15 stop loss on AVIR. I was hoping that I didn't hit, but we'll see. Maybe I should just buy $1 million of equity when it gets to the top, so we can push it up. Fastly is trending up as well. That's a company that I didn't expect to see up there. Mara. Ooh, another one that I forgot to look today. I am swinging Riot. Oh, Riot's up today. Sweet. I got Riot at $24. It's pretty basic when I look back here. I saw this triple bottom right here. It looks like we bounce off of here pretty well. So I have a target at about 35 to 40 on Riot. So I'm still swinging that. Wish I would have taken some calls. Some of my followers did take calls, so that is cool. Tell us. Holy cow. BBIG. Okay, let's cover BBIG. Okay. I've already covered it, so I'm going to do a quick synopsis of what I think with BBIG. It's fallen to $1. No, I'm just kidding. BBIG looks okay. What I like to see on this daily is last time this... So this is called MACD. This shows kind of when we're going to be on an uptrend. Last time MACD crossed positive, this far we went $3 to $12. MACD just crossed positive. We have a lot of momentum. It's good to have a pullback day. I think we look like we have a lot of momentum. I think that we're going to see some more continuation for all of you BBIG people. Pay safe. Don't like it. I try to stay unbiased as possible. So actually, oh, I was like, that chart actually doesn't look that bad. Pay safe. My problem here is that we're just lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. All these big spikes get sold. What we want to see on pay safe is on the daily, we have higher lows. So here's a higher low, higher low, higher low, but it's opposite. We have lower lows, lower lows. So if we can make a higher high, if we can break above 921, I would be looking bullish. But until then, not interested on that. BBIG looks decent. I think we have a lot of momentum. Like I said, MACD just turned positive. It looks decent. Clove. Actually, I like Cloves. Clove is actually pretty cool. Man, I missed my entry on Clove. I was gonna buy down here. Clove does not look good. We have this really big channel, so yeah, not interested in Clove unless we can break over $11. The only time it's okay to buy Clove is down here at the 692 level. We always bounce off of there. So if you bet at 692 for a possible chance higher, maybe. Clove did grow 100% last year, revenue over revenue, so I don't actually mind Clove. It does look decent. But not my favorite name. FCell. Ooh. Again, I've been saying this. FCell looks good. We had this channel right here that we were stuck in. We finally broke out of this channel. So as long as we can hold 771, I think that we're going to be extended higher. Good pullback today. Not too bad. I definitely think that we're set up for a move higher. Consolidating in here, broke it out of our channel. Short-term target would probably be about 12. It is awesome that you give feedback right away. Do not get burned out. Oh, I've been doing it for a month. I don't get burned out. I appreciate it. No, I don't get burned out. And, I'm trying to turn this into like a career. Not a career, but so I can quit my job. So I kind of think of it as almost a job, right? Not a job because I actually really like doing this, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully. I really want to grow on here, but it's kind of cool that as long as I don't necessarily grow, I can answer everyone's questions right there. And over the weekends, there's a lot more time when there's not a lot of people in here. I really can look at I'll sit there and look at a whole bunch of the financials on the company, stuff like that. So you catch me on a weekend, great time to learn some valuable info. G Spy is doing good today. Okay. Let me take a look at the questions. Aver on the 5-minute looks done, to be honest. I honestly don't think it's done. We've actually been coiling tightly. Unless we break 15, it's over. But actually, this looks really, really good. AVI right here. We could see a huge move up soon. It is okay. I know, especially Nat. We'll take a look at Nat. I don't have time to fully look at financials. There's a lot of people. When I look at this chart again, it doesn't look terrible actually. It's just not a chart I want to be involved with. It's just very and I just don't like it. I'd have to look at the revenue numbers for something like this. The good thing is we are starting some higher highs right here, which is good to see in a breakout channel. Yeah, so we're seeing some higher highs. We have a good support line. So if you do buy at the bottom of the support line, like right here, a decent buy, but still does not look that great, to be honest. And a lot of these companies have to do with actual financials. I just don't have time right now since you brought it up. Fastly or net. I have net at 30. Adder just got. We'll look at Adder, Blee and Adder. Blee, same story here, just downtrending, not interested from $100. Appreciate it, Duke. Thank you. Yeah, I try to be most transparent as possible. Like, I know people are going to tell you, your stock's going to go up and get your follower, but I'm just going to be very unbiased. Here's the thing. Mara looks super, super good. We actually aren't even overextended on RSI. The whole thing with Mara is over 57, we can get crazy, but it's really not Mara that matters. It's Bitcoin. So if you think Bitcoin's going to go up, Mara should go up. I like Riot right now over Mara. Riot is lagging behind Bitcoin, and we do have a really good spot for an entry. So I am looking at Riot more over than Mara, but Mara actually doesn't look too overextended right now. If we look on the daily, looks super, super good. I would probably want to see a pullback on the daily somewhere around 46, but if you're long Bitcoin, you're long Mara, it's kind of a Clove. Have to run and start work. Thanks you too, James. Thanks for tuning in. Your XP is almost up to $50, James. How much money are you up on XP? I feel like you're up a lot of money. Good to hear. XP has done good for you, seriously. Did Clove? Let's see the CNBC pie. Oh yeah, there's the spike. There's all the volume. Interesting. Man, we're coiling so tight on this stock. Show me 20. Show me 20. Do something. I don't even care if AVIR drops to $1. Just I have a stop loss on. Just make sure. Man, if I really was a greedy person, I would short this right here. RSI is already curled up. This thing will drop back down today. Quote it. Oh, It's hilarious. All those little news pumps, they always end in a brutal way. If you guys are new, I do have the Discord below, other socials, so if you are interested. I also am live every day. Yeah, now average starting to look a little bit heavy, AVIR. This candle's important right here. Like I said, I'm holding until I have a 14.10 stop. I've already scaled out a lot of shares at 16, so I'll be patient with my 15 stop. If it hits, whatever. If it goes to 20, cool. Lots of interesting names today. Yeah, I appreciate all the subs coming through. We're almost 3/4 way to get monetized. I didn't really think we'd be monetized in almost a month. We're about a month into streaming, so I do appreciate everyone hitting that sub button. Means a lot. Means that I can maybe quit my UPS job and do this full time. That'd be pretty damn cool. UPS sucks. No one get a job there. Thanks, artist. Appreciate it. What would you suggest to start with to learn charts and trading? Just literally, well, first you're going to want to learn all your patterns. So just literally go to stock patterns, learn this. There's this book called Japanese, or it's like Japanese candlestick patterns. That's a good book. Learn all your chart patterns, and then literally go back to like literally review 50 charts. Go here on Amazon. Kind of review charts, see what happens. Here's a perfect head and shoulders pattern. And honestly, trading just takes time. Trading is really, really hard. That's why I try to focus on hypergrowth on this channel. It's a lot easier than trading. My hypergrowth portfolio is up 250% this year. Was up 250% last year. That's why I do focus on hypergrowth on this channel. I try to teach hypergrowth. It's a lot easier than trading. It's a lot less risky, a lot less emotionally draining. UPS stocks boss. Yeah, I agree. UPS isn't that bad. It just hurts my back, I suppose. Geez, nice move from CEI. Still don't like CEI, but I know there's a lot of bag holders, so I hope for their sake it goes up. But I feel like bag holders on CEI, even if it goes back to all-time highs, they're just not going to sell. Kind of the bag holder mentality. Geez, we're already at 741 subs. Appreciate it. Looks like we might be closing on 750 today. Ugh. Come on, AVIR. Let's see a move. Yeah, I am going to school for finance, so I do hope to make a hedge fund one day. Once I make a hedge fund, I'll give you guys the info you can buy in. Just go all in on my hedge fund. I'll pull a Kathy Woods. I'll make 300%. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, I don't know why Kodak's trending. I remember when Kodak went like 50 cents to $50. I don't know if everyone was around for that. That was really, really fun. Maybe we're turning our resistance line into support right here. Let's see a good follow through on this candle. It's like watching paint dry, this ticker. I'm not money, but still, it's like paint drying. Might actually be worse than that. Appreciate everyone being here. If you guys got any questions, any tickers, if you guys do have a couple too many people to actually, if there's not a lot of people, there's not too many people talking. If you want to look at financials for a company, I do a lot on the financial side, looking at like debt to equity ratios, year-over-year growth, EPS, guidance, all that crap. As important as the chart is, if you're like seriously about you want to go long in a stock, the actual financials are probably more important. Charts can just help you get a better idea of where to buy, stuff like that. If you use 2 and 2 coincided and together, definitely see some cool stuff. Damn, we're already up to 743. Appreciate it, guys. I wonder what my growth portfolio is doing today. Wow, we're up on the growth portfolio today. XP is taking it. BCRX looks really good. So many good names. Another one when we're talking about if FedEx gets over 234 is a buy because of the gap fill possibility. Love gap fill plays. I will take a look. Gap fills are where I make most of my money. If you guys are interested, I have a gap to fill video. It's really, really good. Go back here, and after you're done watching me, go to playlists, go gap to fill. Really good video. Okay, gap to fill is not going to start till 235. So over 235, again, very solid company, blue chip stock. It will get there. So make sure you have an alert set to about 235 exactly. 235 will have a gap fill back up. We've actually really kind of down a lot right now. The problem also is you think of something like FedEx, we have a lot of room down, but yeah, over to whatever I said. Do you do any options? Have you heard of Telcoin? I have not. Do you do any options? No, I don't do any options. What was your entry on AVIR? All my followers, we're on at 1410. We're in at 1410. And then we did sell a lot at about 15. So we're all up money. I have my stop loss on my average. Looks like we actually might break down right here. Do not recommend getting in whatsoever. This play's already done. Looks very heavy as well. Looks like we're about to hit my stop loss, unfortunately. But I still made good money, so that's not too big of a deal. Options is a lot of stress. I do some options occasionally. Like, for example, made 300% on my Nike calls. We're going to review Nike. An indicator I use. You see people's screens absolutely flashing with crap. You don't need a lot of flashy crap. You need a 200-day moving average, RSI. So what I did is we can see that this 200-day moving average is an amazing support for a lot of these stocks. It looks like we bounced off it 1, 2, 3 times. We started to curl right here, and as soon as we broke out, I took calls at 147, and I bought monthly. So I'm still have Nike calls right here. Same thing for Facebook. Facebook, when we look at... this is the thing you guys got to understand with the stock market. History repeats itself, okay? History repeats itself. These mega cap stocks, they bounce off their 200-day moving average. So all you do is you buy calls at the 200-day moving average. Nike made a lot, and I'm up about 200% on my Facebook calls. Super strong day for Facebook. I do Discord. I do everything for free. If you guys do want like actual live alerts, like Aver today went up 20%, Okigen 40% last week. I do live alerts through my Patreon. Only if you really like the channel. If you've ever made money off my ideas, I'd recommend it. But there's some extra stuff. I'll do a lot of stuff on Discord. I do a lot of charts on there. Charts would probably be the way. Twitter, not so much. But yeah, history repeats itself. So we see, Facebook, Nike, they bounce off their 200-day moving averages. So that's kind of what I found out myself. That's what's cool about trading. I've noticed these trends that, yeah, they bounce off their 200-day moving average. So I'm going to buy calls. So that's about... I love that 200-day moving average. I've made ridiculous amount of money off calls. Whenever those mega cap stocks or blue chip stocks, they hit their 200-day moving average, they start to coil right there. You buy calls, they're up 200%. As long as the market doesn't turn over, but I'd say it works for me about 85% of the time. I have little tricks like that. I like gap to fill stocks. That's the thing. You find a couple techniques that you like, and then you hone in on them with the stock market, and you can really start to pop off. That makes sense? Appreciate all the subs coming through. If you guys do like the videos, make sure to leave a sub. I would appreciate it. If you also have any questions, let me know. We'll go over that. $347 look good. Probably the end of the month. Yeah, Steve, they look good. Got a lot of momentum. I think it'll shoot back up. So in your super growth portfolio, what percent do you invest in any stock? Your limit? If you join my Discord, I'll show you my portfolio. What's up, Dwight? Man, Futu and Tiger burned me, so I'm not interested in getting into them again. Futu, I'm just not interested. We definitely had a decent day, but I would try to avoid those at all costs. CEI, what's up, Drunken? I remember you're the guy with down 6,000 on CEI. Yeah, man, looks good today. Over $2, we could get explosive. Still not my cup of tea, but sweet for over a lot of these bag holders. I consider you a bag holder. For the bag holders, when do you analyze for growth? What key metrics? Do you think about 000 penny stocks? It's a little risk and a lot of gain. The problem is a lot of them just end up dying. So I'd rather just have solid companies. I don't really do over the counter. What metrics do you look for? It's pretty easy. You look for growth year over year. So let's go business investors. Okay. Pretty easy. So we all know Upstart went $20 to $400 off of earnings. It's been on a tear. This is what we look for. We look for EPS change last quarter. Over 100% on EPS change last quarter and over 100% on sales is a hyper growth stock. We see that this has over 1,000 and we went $20 to 400. Some of my other favorite growth names, APPS. I'll literally talk about this until I die. I'm a holder at $15. Look at this. 160% to EPS, sales 260%. Super strong. You really don't get a lot of stocks like Upstart. Let's put in POW. These are all my growth names. POW, 300% EPS the last quarter. Growth rates there. So that's what I look at when I look at hypergrowth. And like I said, my hypergrowth portfolio is up 250% this year. Thoughts on BBIG? I already looked at it. I will just say it looks decent. We have a lot of momentum. MACD curled up. So it does look decent. Yeah, that's it. Definitely not a big fan of actually BBIG. Yeah, I think we're definitely seeing some momentum into this week. So I think something like Baba, or sorry, I'm saying Baba. I mean BBIG. I still like the company long term. They have their acquisitions and stuff, so I do like it. Especially we got a lot of momentum, so definitely decent. We did review that, so I'm not gonna go over it too much in depth. But yeah, for hypergrowth, really you just want to see. And POW is very interesting for long term. Yeah, very interesting with those growth numbers. Just some super crazy growth numbers, which I love to see. What everyone likes to see. We have high growth numbers. As long as we can keep up exponential growth on the growth stocks, they continue to go up. So the key word is exponential growth. Exponential growth. And that's why I change my growth portfolio every quarter off of earnings. Prog looks decent. We talked about this. Still, we got to remember it's CEI. CEI went, this is getting super overextended. So I'm really not interested in buying. It's too overextended. It looks like on the weekly, we have these really big jumps and they all sell off. So looks like we could be getting to a top. What coins are you invested in? Interesting question for sure. I like Ethereum. I like Ethereum more than Bitcoin. I do hold a couple Ethereum. That's the only coins I hold. I think I do own some Cardano. Cardano and Ethereum. Bitcoin's fine. I mean, I like Bitcoin, but the problem is I just think Ethereum's eventually going to catch up to Bitcoin's market cap. Ethereum's just more practical. When we talk about practicality is what we really want to see in the whole crypto world. And I think that it's practical. Very practical. So I do like that. Most definitely. And I know there's a lot of altcoins, but I try to stay out of altcoins. I think that Ethereum long term is going to be a great. Not into altcoins, yeah. I'm not into altcoins either. I mean Cardano. I think I might have like a few $100. My friend said buy Cardano, and I was like, cool. Nope, not into altcoins. Just Cardano and Ethereum. And that is just I don't know. I just would rather be in Ethereum. I don't have to sit there and worry about it. I think that Ethereum long term is just gonna do better than any altcoin is gonna do long term if the basket. Some go up, some go down. I get it. But yeah, Ethereum's practicality with just NFTs, their whole blockchain system is better in my opinion than Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I made the switch earlier this year. Staking, yeah, staking is another thing. I stake my Ethereum for 8%, so I'm at least gonna gain 8% a year. That's literally like what SPY gives. I stake my Ethereum for long-term holders. I love the idea of staking. It rewards people for holding, and it also adds to the liquidity pool. That's why you stake, so there's liquidity to go around. You always want that liquidity pool to be high. So yeah, staking is another. And I really like staking. That's very interesting, for sure. A lot. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing that I like. Is that when we really take a look at it, um, one sec. A lot of the altcoins they have to go through Ethereum. So when we really think about it, I mean, yeah, placing ads in games. Vera is one of my favorite. Yeah. How does staking work? You leave your it's pretty much just like a savings account. You stake your Ethereum, and then you get interest off of it. So yeah, Zim is having a really great day. I wanted to look at Zim, but yeah, staking is very. Zim is having a great day. Nice weekly breakout and daily. Nice follow through on that bull flag. Um, super nice. So yes, Zim. We talked about Zim yesterday being one of my new hypergrowth names. Um, so yeah, really like it so far. It is having a really good day. One of my I did add yesterday. So I am excited. Yeah, I talked about. I need to do an in-depth video. I think Zim is a multi-bag potential play. All of my growth stocks are multi-bag potentials. If you look at I give out my portfolio on my Discord if you're interested. All my growth stocks are very multi-bag potential. All of them have the chance to definitely be up there. Ugh, SI gross, but that's okay. XI's having a rough day, but that's okay. Neo over 41 too. We did talk about Neo over 41 being huge. We are getting to that. So that is interesting as well. Would love for Neo to break over that level. We could see some huge moves. Yeah, I need to do a separate video on Zim. So much multi-back potential, especially on Zim. I mean, a lot of my plays do, but that one definitely has. With such a low market cap, the whole shippers really like it. If you guys are tuning in, welcome. I appreciate all the subs coming through. Really means a lot, guys. I would never think that I never thought I'd ever be here. Even having 40 viewers is pretty cool. So I do appreciate everyone being here. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know. Discord, I'll give you guys my full portfolio if you guys are interested in that. Yeah, names having a little bit rough of a day, some names, but that's okay. Aver. And then what are your chances pay safe going for reversal? Oh, by the way, I did stop out of Aver at 15. I did want to say that. Be transparent. I did make about $200, so that's fine. Pay safe. Not Pitzer. Fitzer actually looks good for calls. Pay safe, unless what we see on this daily chart is that we just have lower lows. We have lower lows, unless we make a higher high. So if we can break over like 935 and make a higher low, maybe. But for me to be even interested, I'd want to break over that level. Until then, just not interested, I would say, at all. It's really hard. That name's been beaten down so much. I just don't think we're going to see huge reversals. Yeah, and that's a hard name. I do like pay. I don't know. I actually don't know the fundamentals of PaySafe. I know people have always been talking about it. That it's going to do all these crazy things, but at the end of the day, I just don't really see too much going on. That makes sense. All right. What was? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm tweeting out something. Then we'll look. BBIG shim. Do you think of DNN as your uranium miner? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. I'll look at the company, but yeah. If I don't know, I'd probably just be like, I don't know, because I just don't know. We'll take a look though. Do you think of DNN as you think of like as a uranium miner? We'll take a look. Don't know the company. I don't know every ticker, unfortunately. It does look like it has a solid chart though. Very very solid chart on this. Probably need to see a pullback, but yeah, this looks like a solid chart. I think if we could get a pullback to about $1.72 to $1.80 would be a great spot to buy, but I don't know if it's a uranium miner or not. Not too sure. Yeah, I'm glad there's a lot of bag holders stuck on CEI. So I mean, if we could get some bag holders out of CEI, and that'd be cool. CEI does look decent, I suppose. SI looks decent. Cool. I am learning to analyze for growth stocks. AXD has great EPS quarter over quarter. Sure, we'll take a look. I believe it's going to be a tough year for tech and futures since during bad times, high inflation, interest rates go up, and people want money now instead of 5 years later. Yeah, the problem with growth stocks is the lower the rates, the better, because you can borrow money, grow faster. Let's look. And usually for gross, I'll literally have an account. What? But I better not have been signed out. This thing was like $35 for 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah, so EPS last quarter's really good. Sales though, what you want to do is you want to make sure the sales percent is over 100% as well. But yeah, it definitely looks good. And then you want to make sure that it's kind of has a good chart and it's kind of trending up. So when we look at AXT, okay, but it kind of dropped a lot. Usually when I look for growth names, we want to make sure we're buying them that have a lot of momentum. For APPS or XP, they're at least trending upwards. Or even a great example that I picked up last week, Cell H. These ones that are in this, top of this range are going to do better. Usually want to find growth stocks trading close to their 52-week highs when you enter. But yeah, it does look decent. I don't know if it's going to be too big. I mean, tech has had a really, really good year. I think that next year is going to be great for the stock market.
I really don't see too many problems arising with the stock market next year. We'll see. Hey, I appreciate everyone subbing. We're about 4 away from 750 or 3 away from 750. So if you do like the content, there is a Discord too. I would appreciate a follow. Would mean a lot if you guys do like the content, of course. Ooh, SI. Kind of pissed that SI decided to do that today. Great earnings and then SI down, but SI, it's up so much. I'm up so much on it. Don't really mind too much. That's just okay. DNA starting to hold up. I don't know what DNA stock is. What is that? Starting to trend. NMDM. NMDM is a very interesting stock too, down at these 5 ranges. Don't actually mind DNA. Or sorry, NMDM. Oh, we got 2 subscribers away from 750. Appreciate it. If you guys are watching, you like it, that'd be pretty sweet. How long have we been streaming for? Almost 2 hours. Jeez. Feels like we haven't been streaming that long. Jeez, if it wasn't for SI today, my growth portfolio would be up crazy. Unfortunate, to say the least. But yeah, growth stocks, I know it's hard, but you do want to see revenue that revenue number above 100%. And honestly, revenue numbers are more impressive than EPS. Revenue numbers are more impressive than EPS. DNA is a Kathy Wood stock. Yeah, I know that's in her ARC-G stock. Oh, interesting. And we just IPO too. Wow. Actually, I wish I would have saw this today. Actually, a good time to enter this would have been 1422. When we talk about IPOs, this first candle is going to be a pivot point above 1422 is bullish. Wish I would have saw that. Still, decent spot to buy if you do like that. What I'm not confident when scaling out, it's really just an arbitrary number. I usually scale out when I like maybe up like 5%. So I just scale out as I go. There's really no right way. What I make sure I do is if the stock does jump like it did today on AVIR, I make my stop loss at my average price, and then whenever it goes up, 5%, take some out. Just keep taking some out, and then once you hit your first target, make sure you take a lot out. It's kind of very hard to do. I would just say just practice scaling out more than not. Scaling out is going to make you a lot of money. Make sure you're really capturing those profits. So there's really not a right way to scale out. You just got to make sure that you're doing it. Taking some off the counter and profit, never a bad thing to do. And yeah, just make sure you raise your stop limit up to up to your average price, and then if you take off a few shares, you're automatically going to win. Appreciate everyone being here. If you got any questions, let me know. Yeah, DNA does look good. That IPO, we're actually right at. Actually, this is a great spot to buy right here. Do I sucker in? Man, great spot to buy right here for DNA for long about. I don't know much about it, so I'm probably not going to touch it. But SI killing me. We'll see. SI, we're still up. I mean, when you look at this chart, I mean, I'm in at like 71, so I'm not too worried. But I'd really like to see a stock do that. We will fill that gap eventually. Not even worried about SI. APPS. Nice. Good. Slaughter Rat Cub looks like it's reversing. Sure, we'll take a look. Reversing's so with Smile Direct Club, yeah, it looks like we're making some higher highs, which is good. I don't really like the company when we zoom out, it's very choppy. If you look at the 1 year, 1 day, above 738, which is a big pivot point, but below, right when we're in this range, not very interested unless we somehow broke like 738. It might be reversing, but like again, these pops get sold off really, really quick. So not too interested. IRNT. I feel like I flexited IRNT. Not like today, but IronNet. Nope. IronNet definitely not. My problem is it's that with these plays, they weren't running for any reason. The only reason they were running is because they were following this low float SPAC theme. Nice bullish engulfing, but I just don't think it's gonna run again. We have a lot of momentum today. Maybe for a day trade. Let's see. Getting pretty overextended. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It might be a decent swing, but I just think long term. I mean, we are back to the SPAC floor. I wish I would have bought this at exactly $10 when we hit the SPAC floor. That would have been a great place to buy. I don't know. Not looking the bestest out of everything. We're one sub off from 750. If anyone wants to do that, I'd appreciate that. Also, I don't know if we've had a lot of people join the Discord. Make sure you guys are joining the Discord if you like the content. Maybe we have. I don't know. I'm muted. Oh, we got a lot of people joining up. Appreciate it. I mean, bag holding Root, thinking it would pop with Carvana partnership. Nah, Root's one of those companies I just don't like. I think we're just making lower lows on this chart. Don't like it, to be completely honest. AVIR. I had a stop loss at 15. I profited about 10% on some shares, a little bit more on others. AVIR. Again, it doesn't look terrible right here, but I stopped out at 15 personally. That was my risk tolerance. I made money. I'm happy about that. I wouldn't be surprised if this curls up and has a power hour move. Yeah, Root's dead. Not too big on Root, unfortunately. All right, this is what I'm going to do, though. I am going to end the live here. I need to use a restroom. I need to eat. I need to get some things done. I will be live probably at end of the market today. I will stay for a few more questions if you guys want to ask. I appreciate everyone being here today. Another killer day on the stream. Had a good day trade. I profited some good money on the day trade. Bag holding Roots in 610, waiting for one spike to get out. Yeah, you're welcome, Brian. No worries. I mean, yeah, I could see waiting for a spike, but we're just making lower lows, so just, I don't know. Not my favorite. Any thought on ALPP uplisting or on uplisted OTCs and drones since they hit big boards? Yeah, usually when they get listed on those QQQs or whatever, they go huge. But the news was already out and it didn't jump. It did jump a little bit. Alpine Holdings, again, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, we went 4 cents to $10. A really decent looking stock. If I was going to go long here, I mean, there's potential for a good swing. Except we're just super overextended. We went $3 to $6 in a few days. Personally, I'd probably stay out. Yep, you guys are super welcome. I'd probably stay out of ALPP. Still in from 1090. Gotcha. All right, I really need to use a restroom. I'm going to head out. I'll be in the chats for a little bit. Appreciate everyone being here, and I will talk to you guys maybe later